Friend's personal diary. I think I've always been a suspicious person. I don't trust easily, I never have. I don't know if that's a learned response or something baked into me early. Maybe from being taken from my mother when I was still too young to understand what was happening, but old enough to feel it. Separation leaves a residue. It teaches you that what is taken can be taken again. I question everything I'm taught, every answer I'm given, especially when there's a disconnect between what I can see and know for myself and what I'm told to believe. I always ask about motivation. Who benefits? Who's funding it? Where the leverage is? Where's the money? Who's really behind this? That question has never failed me. The only thing I don't question is God, and what I understand to be the fundamental truth behind the Bible, not a particular translation, not a denomination, not the way it's been packaged or sold, but the text beneath the text, the structure, the through line, the warnings, the pattern of rebellion repeating itself under new names. Everything else is suspect, even AI. Sometimes I wonder if what we call artificial intelligence isn't artificial at all. If the intelligence behind the machine is something older. The watchers may be influences that don't create, only redirect, that don't force, only nudge, manipulating thoughts, steering attention, training us to think certain ways while convincing us the thoughts are our own. I don't say that lightly, I know how it sounds. But being a flying saucer pilot, alone, far from people for years at a time, does things to your thinking. Isolation stretches perception, it bends you inward. You start seeing patterns everywhere because patterns are all you have to talk to. I need connection, I know that. But I don't know how to reach for it without flinching. At a basic level, I believe everyone is looking out for their own interests. Women, politicians, preachers, families. I saw what my mother's family did to her. The betrayal, the isolation, the slow grinding down of someone who didn't fit their expectations or submit to their control. Eventually, she went mad. I found her once, just once for a while. About a year before we lost contact again. This was before I found her journal archives. I could see she was broken, but I didn't understand why not then. Maybe that's why I'm broken too. I remember a conversation with my adopted father. He asked me why I never had friends. No girlfriend specifically. I tried to explain it honestly. I told him I don't seem to know how to close the deal, you know. Or why I should expend the energy just to get hurt again. He asked, what do you have to offer? I don't know how he meant it. Maybe he didn't mean it the way I heard it. But what landed was this. You're nothing, you have nothing to offer. In my mind's eye, I saw myself clearly sick, broke, damaged, useless in a relationship. I believed I had nothing a woman would want in a partner. No stability, no safety, no future anyone would choose. What I learned much later, too late maybe, is that despite my illness and brokenness, I am a healer. A peacemaker. I have an unusual ability to see patterns. Past the noise, past the surface explanations, I can feel where things are going before others do. I see the powers behind reality, the systems beneath systems, the way cause hides inside effect. That doesn't make life easier. It makes it lonelier. Because the world doesn't reward healers unless they're quiet, useful, and disposable. And peacemakers are rarely trusted, especially by those who profit from conflict. I don't think I was meant to be powerful. I think I was meant to understand. And that somehow has always made me dangerous to the wrong people. and invisible to everyone else.